Well, welcome to the KOJ Live. I'm just here to just get some followers, really and truly, on this YouTube Live. Right now I don't have any followers on the YouTube Live, and I would love to have some followers here. So if you're out there and you would like to be a part of this KOJ experience, please help us to grow this channel at the KOJ Production. Also, I must say that I'm doing a countdown to my trip to Africa. That's what I'm really want to do, a countdown. Count down the days that I'll be going out there. I'm going to Tanzania in June, and I want to see where else my trip is going to take me in Africa. Really like to do a couple of different Africa countries. So I'm looking for suggestions and places to go. I know I'm at Tanzania. Tanzania is for certain, and I would love to also go to Uganda. And any place else that when I get to Tanzania and see a nice place that in Africa that I should really spend a couple of days in, or maybe a day trip or whatever it is, but I want to explore the continent. And anyone out there have any suggestions for me, drop me a comment and let me know if you're an African and or if you've been to Africa and you got a place that you think it's a must see, just let me know. I definitely want to learn more about the continent of Africa. And I'll be going there in June. So also I would like to link up with any YouTuber that is out there in Africa that, I'm young in the YouTube thing, so you can show me some guidelines, how to really link up with some YouTubers. So that's one of the things I would love to link up with some YouTubers that is in Tanzania when I get there, and in other parts of Africa, any place in Africa that I'm going to be visited. I would love to link up with you if you're a YouTuber and you're out there and want to show me around Tanzania. Just we meet up at a central place in Tanzania where YouTuber can be, and we just go there and just shoot some video, maybe have some coffee, tea, or drink, or eat something, and just hang out and shoot some content. While I'm in Africa, that's one of the things I would love to do some content while I'm there. So I'm looking definitely to do something. I'm going to document my journey. From I leave out, I'm documented it. I want to document it. I want to do live, like every day, keep update with my journey through Africa. So I'm definitely would love to link up with some YouTuber, where we can meet, and just have a fun time documenting my trip, talking about things in the modern land and whatever, it is. Just have some fun, So I'll be documenting my journey. I should have moved this a long time. Just document my journey. See if I can make something on the spot right now. I'm gonna make a little song counting down my wanna count down my days. My time to explore the motherland. Africa, one of your son is coming home. Take a trip to the motherland. Have my presence to grace the continent once more. Mama Africa, your son coming home. Have my presence on the continent once more. Counting down the days. Africa coming home. June, July, in the sun. Once more. If you know of a place that I should be, just let me know. Africa, I'm coming home. I'm coming home once more to the motherland. Africa. This is something I just make up on the spot right there. I mean, just yes, I really looking forward to this trip. When I document my trip in Africa, I want to really hook up with some YouTuber when I get there. I want to really explore the place, so can meet up in a central place. Talk, hang out for a little bit, and document the moment, for the world to see. Because I want to make my trip be one that is for the world to see. Traveling to Africa in June, so I'll be counting down my days to the moment, and just to let everyone know that I'm coming. And if you got any suggestions, we would think I'm going to Tanzania, and if the next country that you think I should be in, depend on the comments and how many people say so, and where I should be and where I should document and go on a fun place to be. Just let me be. Yeah, I see my friend Godly Truth TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm talking about my trip to Africa, motherland, and I want to make it a very excited one, a very meaningful one. To go to Africa. Africa is a place that I think about from I was very, very young. I want to know Africa, the continent of Africa, and I was fortunate to not too long ago to go to Africa, and I plan to go back, and I'm going back, which I'm grateful to know that I can do it at this time in my life to just document my walk through the motherland, and Tanzania for sure. And I don't know which would be the next country. Depends on I'm going to see if I can get people on YouTube to vote, let me know, and said, listen, I think you should go to this one next in this trip, because I have more than 2 weeks on the continent, and I would like to cover at least 3 different places. So you tell me where we can make it documentary trip, fun trip, and a good trip. So if you think it's a good one, just let me know. And I'm going to be counting down my days to where y'all can know, and leaving from the airport, I'm documenting everything. I'm documenting every single day, every moment of my trip, you know what I mean? To just make it something meaningful, something fun, and open. It can be an inspiration to somebody else, to really do the same, explore the motherland, Africa, because many times growing up, we used to hear that, this is a place to stay away from, and it's always negative things coming out of Africa. As a young man, as many negative things they show you, and television, they show you like the bad things of Africa, never the good things growing up. It's like there was nothing good, but I know that was all in the game, in the game. I was saying to Godly through TV today, growing up as a young man, there was a lot of propaganda that spread to let us hate Africa and try to don't see ourselves as black people in the most positive light, in the 40s and 50s, Hollywood used silver screen to paint a bad, tasteful picture of black people across the world. In the most of the movie that came out in my younger days, They used to make it um, so that everyone ate the black people around the world. That's the type of movie it see portrait us in the most negative things, most negative light. You know what I mean? I'm not saying something that is not factual. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what I know from a youth coming up. That the radio, they use the radio. It was the media that spread the propaganda and the Africans and the black people that we are people to be scared of. That's why around the world we are the most hateful people, hated people, not hateful, hated people around the world. But now people is coming to light to see that we are not the type of people that people portray us to be. You know what I mean? Because you know we are just a people who we say was taken advantage of, in many ways, and they use the media to really shed a bad light on and to spread the propaganda machine to spread bad lights on us as a people, coming up and trying to let us feel like Africa was like a bad place and African people is like bad people and only bad people in Africa. But just as they use the media to do that, we have to use the same media now to bring back a better manifestation of ourselves. And I personally, I take this personal when I see a black person whether on social media or in a movie, you know, doing some some things that we should not be doing to really spread bad light upon ourselves. You know what I mean? If you're going to act, I always said if I was to play a role as an actor, I don't care how much money I'm getting. There are certain negative ways that I would not portray myself, whether it's acting or not, because if it's not me, I'm not going to act it. You know what I mean? So we want to see, especially the young people, put out a more positive light on themselves and make it more positive in the things that they do and the things that they say, because it was the media that really spread the propaganda on us as a bad people, and because portrayed us in the most negative ways in movie. We, especially the African movie, a man going up on his ass or going up on his chariot, a black man have to kneel down and make him walk on his back and go up and all them kind of thing. Those are the type of movie that them used to put out in the propaganda machines, you know what I mean, to make it look like so our people is nothing. But now what I see now from social media and stuff like that, even on YouTube, we see where a lot of African children are many of them that were not even born on the continent. The parent was from the continent, or even sometimes not even from the continent, is now going to all different part of Africa to live. You see people going various. I was watching a Jamaican today that doing a lot of positive things in Africa, and been there a long while and doing great work teaching. Can you imagine a Jamaican now teaching African history in Africa? You know what I mean? Build a school. Build a school just to make sure children are learn and become smart. And so Jamaican do that. When I see that, I could not say I couldn't believe it, but you know, he went there and decided that he's going to do something good on the motherland. So I'm saying that I'm not saying that I'm coming to Africa to live or anything like that, but I would like to see, some positive things. And if I can do anything positive, when I'm there, it's going to be, in fact, everything that I'm going to be doing there is going to be positive. You know what I mean? It's nothing negative, because I don't believe in spreading negativity upon myself or upon other people, or saying I have nothing negative to do. You know what I mean? Want to see the continent, get its fair share, because God, in His wisdom, make Africa with all the minerals that he blessed the continent with, and the people of the continent should be the recipient of the continent. The all the good things that God has put on the continent should not be for the benefit of others outside of the continent, and the people that is on the continent is not enjoying all the luxury and the spoils of that continent. So, I want my trip to be a trip of, a blessing to someone, and to spread a good light, and Africans, and let, young people know that Africa is not a bad place as many people might put it. Yes, you might have problem in certain part of Africa, but it's not said whole Africa. And Africa is a big continent. When you get there, you will see. I've been to Tanzania, I've been to Zanzibar, and I love it. And this time I'm going back to Tanzania, and also I want to include parts, other parts of Africa into my trip that is coming up. So this is going to be like a daily snap, until that moment. So it's going to be a documentary trip. Let me say that again. I want to document my trip, you know, that people can see and say, listen, this is what I did throughout Africa. Understand? This is what I did traveling through Africa. You know what I mean? Want it to be all positive. And any African out there that, you know, if you have any good suggestions for me, I would like you to hit me up in the comment, put it out there, and definitely love to hook up with some YouTuber. 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, so definitely this is gonna be a blogging moment, you know, where this trip is gotta be blogged. As you know, I'm young on this channel, so I just want to build the vibes, build the channel, and I'm looking for suggestions and of places. And I mean, even in Tanzania, I've been to Tanzania, but we did not explore it as I should. And I want like to explore it a little bit more this time. And just understand who really are, who I really am as one that my ancestors is from the motherland. So an African, understand? To know that this is my roots, you know, that, allow me to even grace my presence on the continent, because I know many had that wish or desire and just say one day I want to go to Africa. And most people ask them, where in Africa you want to go? They don't care. They just said, I just want to go to Africa. You know what I mean? Wherever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, my friend, wherever. Many people just want to say, boy, wherever, You have to just give God the praise, give God the praise because, it's a good thing. Good thing. You know what I mean? Anyway. Living in two different worlds. Yes, I'm living in two different worlds. First world, last world. First world, last world. Yes, I'm living in two different worlds. White world, black world. White God, black God. God of justice, God of peace. Can you tell me where can you be found? Where can you be found? God of justice, God of peace. Can you tell me where can you be found? Yes, I'm living in two different worlds. White world, black world. White God, black God. starving children, dying children, they're killing children in this world. White world, black world, black God, white God, God of justice, God of peace. Can you tell me where can you be found? Where can you be found? Yes, I'm living in two different worlds. Yes, I'm living in two different worlds. White world, black world, white God, black God, white church, black church, white God, black God, God of justice, God of peace, God of justice, God of peace. Where can you be found? Where can you be found? Where can you be found? Dying children, starving children, they're killing children. Where can you be found? God of peace, God of justice, first world, last world, third world, first world. Starving children, they're killing children, wounded children. Where can you be found? God of peace, where can you be found? God of justice, where can you be found? I like to find the God of justice and the God of peace. Too many starving children, too many dying children, too many wounded children. Yeah, I want to see a good world where peace and unity and love and respect for all humanity. Because I believe that every single human being have a right to live and to be free. Don't care what color, class, race you may be. Every one of us get the equal right to live and to be free upon this land. Understand? No man don't bring no land come here. So if God give us the earth, him said the earth belongs to him. The psalmist said, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and all them that dwell therein. That means everyone supposed to get the same amount of respect in the land, you know. And you have some people that make them feel like they're inferior to other people. Listen me, no people are supposed to put themselves in an inferior category. No man not superior to no man. Understand? And once you start to make people feel like them is superior to you, or you start have that type of mindset, you will be always be intimidated for man. All man have an equal right to live on the earth. The earth is for God, the fullness thereof. You know, love we say, give every man that equal right to live and to be free. Don't care what color, class, or race you may be. Every last man have the equal right to live and to be free. Freedom is for all mankind. Understand? And would I like one day to find the God of peace and the God of justice. I would really love to find the God of peace, the God of justice. Understand? Where all man can live in peace on the earth. Not in pieces, but in peace. And if you know where the God of justice and the God of peace there, let me know. Come and search for the God of justice and the God of peace. I can't find the God of justice, I can't find the God of peace. Understand? Every man have an equal right. So we count down the days to Africa, you know. Africa, count down the days to Africa. You know, so blessings, you know, and love, you know. And as the life grows, if the life grows as it grows, you know, I gotta ask people for give me suggestion and you know where we can take it. I love to link up with some YouTubers out there. Want to get on the continent, link up with some YouTubers. You can meet at a neutral place, you know, at a mall or a restaurant or some place, you know, and just some content and have some dialogue. So it was one love until the next time. Got to put both some things out there together. And so Godly Truth TV tomorrow night, definitely we want to do a live together. You know, because I see a thing today that I think you sent me to where this young man in Africa is creating electricity and making, you know, his community get light, and them try to figure out how him do that. You know, and it just draw me back to something that I remember when I was a youth. I remember two brothers. You know, you see, God put a lot of knowledge and wisdom in, you know, but because we never get the opportunity, you know. I remember two brothers, PHM brother, them, you know, when we were little boy, you know, they build a radio station over the yard, you know, and get some old wire and make some pole. And I would tell people them who live close by, I said, set your dial and certain dial radio them, old dial radio them, set your dial, and them would go over them yard, and you know, I do them little kid thing, you know. And people in the community can pick it up. They make it, them little radio station. I don't know how they do it as little kid that learn how they, but you see, sometimes God just put some knowledge in us, drop some dime in us, but because we don't have nobody to grab us and to see that innovation that God put in us and say, all right, this thing has to bring to the forefront. You know, because if a young kid under 10-year-old can do something like that, you understand? Just imagine if they get the right teaching, the right somebody to take them up and just say, just direct them to the right, what them would have become. But because they never have nobody, if you see that, and probably people just say that's a foolishness, you know. You're there about to make radio station and a broadcast as a little 10, 12-year-old boy, you know what I mean? You know, some people will say, find something better for do. Them don't see the knowledge and the wisdom within that to say, wow, God give this kid a gift to be polished and to bring it to the forefront of the world. You know, because people don't knowledgeable and don't know when you see them children display some. Glad when I see that thing. So tomorrow night, my brother, would love to do a thing on that, you know what I mean? You know, talk about, we are gonna look up some more young things where, you know, people do. And like people on the continent, when you see young kid do certain things, you know, it's supposed to be encouraged in every area, you know what I mean? Not want to kill them because I want to put them down because I want to silence them because they want them to do something good. You know, God put certain knowledge in them. That knowledge is supposed to be polished, bring to the world. You know what I mean? It's little kid that we try for bring electricity to them community. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be encouraged by every neighbor. Every neighbor is supposed to jump on it and encourage it. The government supposed to get involved and jump on it and say, this little kid can do this thing bring light in our community when a light there's no light. Don't figure a way how to stop it. Figure out a way how to elevate and permit him to excel, because talent beget talent. Once he excel in that God-given skill and start to use it, God is going to give him more innovative knowledge to say, all right, do this, do that, and take a start. You have an engineer that not even did study engineering because it's a God-given thing. And when it's a God-given thing, it's good. It's all it needs to do is polish to bring to the light. You understand? Don't tear it down. If you're gonna criticize constructively, so that the person be encouraged and want to move ahead. Because one bad criticism sometimes it just turn a person off and set them back, because word bring life. And word can destroy life. Every war with fought, it starts with a word. You know, people say something wrong on somebody, whether they want to interpret it wrong or they want to take it in their own way. But most things, word, you know, divorce costs sometimes of a word. You understand? Family vex with family. Don't speak to family until death do us part. Sometimes because of words. So words is very powerful. So if you know, you know, don't speak negative word into people's lives. Speak positive. Somebody do something positive. You know what I mean? Don't tear it down. Figure out how can this be elevated. You understand? So blessings. As I said, I count down the days to my return to the continent of Africa. And want to go back there, have a good time, enjoy myself this time, and explore the continent. So God bless, one love, and peace. You know, until next time when we start to explore more. For from now until June, you know what I mean, I'll be doing a live, you know, whether on this channel or on Godly TV, and I'm going to be talking about my trip, you know what I mean, and because I wanted to make sure it's well documented and daily, give a daily update of my travels throughout Africa. And I want to see where next, because Once I get to Tanzania, I want to figure out where I'm going next on the continent and bring it to the world. So, peace and love. Blessings.